Go ahead.
All right. What's up, everybody?
What's up?
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to This Week in General. We don't have
Fast
the
and,
thing. We don't have.
Fast and the Furious Part 20.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today on This Week in General. I am. As you can see, he's still camping. But so glad you could join us via satellite today,
My,
John.
my heart is always camping.
That was nice.
I would love to go back.
Last week he was camping. I took my daughter over to go see him and say hi and let the kids run around and had some good old camping burgers.
Yeah,
But welcome home, welcome back.
good to be back.
Glad you got some good old R&R. So there is a lot going on this week in
Yeah,
general.
man.
First thing I wanted to bring up was I'm a huge Halo fan. I know you're a big Halo fan.
Yes.
So recently, Halo, or rather 343, has dropped their some significant uh, people in the biz as far as like CEOs go and stuff.
Yeah, I did hear about that. I
Yeah,
heard about the CEO got caught in some sort of scandal, if I remember correctly.
yes, or something happened. I'm not sure what it was involved. All I know is that I believe there's three CEOs that are Dunzo.
Well,
Um, so
there's
they're no longer 343. They will now be referred to as Halo Studios. They're doing a whole revamp. And they recently posted, "We're entering a new dawn for Halo." Those new visuals, which apparently they just released some new visuals that were. They're pretty much creating new Halo games in Unreal Engine 5, or I should say 5.5, which I don't know if you caught this week the presentation that Unreal Engine did for the 5.5 update for Unreal Engine.
no, I didn't catch that.
It's really good. Osmond Gold did a really good reaction video to it. And Osmond Gold usually doesn't steer us wrong, so um, I like his videos and stuff, and I know he's a big avid gamer guy, but yeah, Halo is going to be now, or 343 is now going to be Halo Studios. They're going to be running on Unreal Engine, and I'm excited for that. They have new projects in the works. There was a photo that was showing a meeting of the developers, and in the background it said 10 years, 11/11/24 for Master Chief Collection. So they might be doing something in the works of adding perhaps updated patches for Halo Anniversary 2 or Halo 2 Anniversary rather, where I know there a lot of people were complaining about some bugs with that. Um, I personally never saw too many bugs with it, but then again, I'm not playing Master Chief Collection as much. I'm more into Halo Infinite lately, but they have new projects in the works, which is exciting. But what else is going on? There was something else with Star Wars. I think. Oh yeah, so, the developers of Star Wars Outlaws had recently said something along the lines of, oh, it's the fans' fault for the game sucking and not doing as well as it did. Not that the game sucks. I know at least one person who had played the game and enjoyed it.
Listen, let's be realistic. The moment they start blaming it on the fans, the reality is it's them, and they don't want to take responsibility for it.
That too.
Anytime I've ever heard, like, let's put it this way, like CD Projekt Red, they got caught with a mess up with the release of Cyberpunk, and they took it on the chin. I
Yeah.
don't remember them ever putting out a thing or an interview or anything like that. It's like it's the fans. No, they were just like, oops, yeah, we screwed up. Listen, give us a chance, we'll take care of this. And then like, yeah, a year later, bang, they have this game that is now legendary. But every time you hear anybody, whether I don't care whether it's a TV show or if it's a video game, the moment they're like, "Oh, it's the fans' fault. The fans are toxic.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that." It's no, no. You're just projecting. It's you, and it doesn't have to be on one subject or another. The moment you start deflecting towards the fans, the people who are buying your product, the customer base, then you shouldn't be in business.
Yeah, I think what they should have done. I think they had a missed opportunity with Star Wars Outlaws. Because really, as far as video games, the only thing that's been holding them afloat, at least like the Star Wars gaming franchise, was Jedi Survivor.
I don't even know what that game is. Never heard of it.
Jedi Order. There's Jedi Order Fallen Jedi, and then there's Jedi Order Survival. It's that one with like the guy that played Joker in the kid that played Joker with the red hair in the TV series.
It's called Jedi Survivor.
Jedi Survivors is the name of the second installment of that video game.
I played the first one.
It's sort of like The Force Unleashed meets almost like a Elden Ring combat style sort of.
Yeah.
It's a good game, good story. The graphics are decent. It's this kid during Order 66, his master gets killed, and his master saves him, and he gets escape podded into he just got the fuck out of Dodge and was surviving and hiding, and then Inquisitors and the Imperial Remnant, or not the Imperial Remnant, but the Imperials are searching for. They're hunting Jedi, so he's like out in hiding, and Survivor's just a continuation of that, and it's good. It's getting a lot of people are playing it, more so than I would say, like Star Wars Battlefront 2, maybe. Like I see a lot more videos of like clips of Jedi Order more than I do Battlefront 2. But I would say the top 3 games that are keeping the Star Wars gaming franchise afloat are Battlefront 2, being probably the least of the 3, and then Jedi Order, and then Star Wars: The Old Republic, which is actually a perfect segue into what we're going to be doing this week. So I'm finally doing it. I'm finally like taking John and tying him to a chair and like holding his eyelids open with water droplets and making him play Star Wars: The Old Republic. This week we will be doing a live review, sort of something synonymous with what we did with Space Marines last week, and this week was it last week? Yes, 2 weeks ago we did Space Marine. Last week, last Friday, we did not a gaming review, but it was like a review still. We did a review of the game while gameplay played behind it. But yeah, Star Wars: The Old Republic, for those who are unaware, is a very good game with that actually broke 3 Guinness Book World Records upon its release. Most money put into a video game at the time, largest script ever made for a video game, and most subscribers upon its release. So it did lose a lot of traction in the beginning. It lost its luster within the first year that it was out. But they're still adding more and more to it. The developers still do a live stream where they share what they're adding, and they're still keeping it afloat. And they have done things like updated the graphics, where like I remember when it first came out, you had an option to have it on very low graphics, and now it's just like you can't even have it on very low. It's just low. Like very low was the shader complexity was like worse than Minecraft. and it was rough, but then eventually I got an actual gaming computer and I was able to play it and run it at max graphics. But it's one of those games where I can just play it over and over, and I'm really excited. John's not as into Star Wars as I am, but I'm really excited to watch him play and get a feel for it.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down. I'd like to. Well, you know what? I'm an idiot.
No, you're
I
not.
just, yeah, I am. I just realized my little tripod
Yeah.
that I set up has little legs that extend. Yes, I have ADD. So I am excited to play it. I haven't played a decent MMO in a long time. I was a big WoW fan. Um, I do enjoy them. I do enjoy quests uh, because, well, I enjoy an MMO that you can play as a single player, that you can solo.
Yeah.
Again, I've talked about how I prefer to be a solo player anyway.
That's
Um,
kind of how I play too, and I think you'll find that you can easily play this as a single player as well as join up with a guild and do huge operations like 16 to I think, or no, I think the max group for operations is 18, but you can have huge, like I forget what it is, but it's like 20 or 30 something players like attacking a PVE thing,
but
and they,
but it's not a situation where like it's a requirement. Like you don't have to join a
yeah,
guild to
no.
get the end game, the
And
content.
usually, if you want to do like the guild stuff and do the flashpoints, which are essentially their versions of like World of Warcraft's dungeons,
Right.
um, or if you want to do a lot of like PvP, then like I would say it's worth it to be a subscriber to gain access to that. As a free to play player, you still do get access to that, but I think you can only do like one like up to three PvP sessions a day or something like that, like three arenas or whatever they call them.
That's
But
interesting.
it's more or less like free to try.
Okay.
The crafting is one of the other things I love in the game. Um, we'll get into that when we.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, well, save the details
Yeah,
until we're actually playing.
but there's a lot you can do in it. The story, the voice acting. There's some parts where it's like I would say 1 out of like 50, now maybe not even that much, but like 1 out of 100 interactions, because you have a lot of interactions and it's all cutscenes. It's all, and there's even
Right.
like, it used to be just like a static frame of like your character interacting with another NPC for the cutscene for whatever mission you're on. But now they've added like actual camera work and panning and zooming in and out and like expressions and stuff. It used to be when you're flying towards a planet for a cutscene, it was like there's a static picture of the planet, and here's the picture of your ship just getting smaller and smaller towards the planet. It's like, oh look, you're flying towards this planet.
I
No,
distinctly remember when this game came out, you telling me about how all the interactions were scripted, and then soon thereafter, basically, what was the game? Mass Effect, and then Skyrim came out.
yeah, this well,
So this was
Mass
sort of
Effect, and
ahead of that time.
I think this came out around the same time as Andromeda came out,
Okay,
I believe.
then I might have them mixed up.
And it no, Mass Effect, you might have right. I think Andromeda was one of the ones where it was Andromeda had a lot of glitches, because maybe because they were also working on Andromeda. Yeah, this came out. Oh, it's 2017. So yeah, it might have been another Mass Effect. I remember Andromeda came out though and was like super buggy, but
I
but
enjoyed Andromeda a lot, actually.
yeah, but but in same BioWare fashion, like the interactions that you have and the decisions that you make affect the gameplay later on. So that's another
Yeah.
thing that I like about it. You can do like you could do like dark side and light side decisions. You're not like whatever character you make, whether it's a Jedi or a Sith or a bounty hunter or an Imperial agent, smuggler, whatever, you can kind of blaze your own trail in like, oh, I'll be a dark Jedi or a very just and noble Sith, and or I'll be, you know, and you could be an Imperial agent and defect to the Republic, and like different things like that. It's like decisions you make affect the story in a huge way. I want to give one example that actually blew my mind the first time I encountered it. I played my first time playing through as a dark Jedi. There's a Sith that the Emperor sends to bring you in. He doesn't send him to kill. He doesn't send to kill you. But the Sith is like saying, "Lay down your weapon. I'll bring and there doesn't have to be any bloodshed." But me being a dark Jedi, like, no, fuck you. You're in my way. I'm going to take you down. You know, this and that. And eventually you defeat him. And the Sith is like, I can't go back empty-handed. You may as well kill me. So you have the light side decision to let him live, or the dark side decision to kill him. And of course, I'm dark Jedi. I picked the dark side decision. And right before I'm about to, take my lightsaber to him, I say, in another life, I would have called you friend. And he just kneels and he goes, "May the Force be with you." And I go to kill him. I just escape a bunch of times. Like, no. Okay, I can't. I felt bad. This is the thing. I actually I hate being a dick in these games. That's how like immersive it is, and that's how good the storytelling is. So I let him live. 30 levels later in the story, like in the last, leg of the story, I'm in this chamber in this building, and there's a bunch of like dead Sith troopers on the ground, and there's a Sith pureblood standing amongst the bodies, and I take out my lightsaber like, oh all right, about to fight this guy, and it turns around and it's that Sith, and he's like, the Jedi Council sent me to aid you on this mission. And it's like, what, dude? Like, how you been? Like, and it's such a.
But
I remember you because like you let him live, and you say just go to Tython, turn yourself into the Jedi, and he's like taking in your enemy when they've been defeated. That's true strength. I'll do it, and he goes off, and you continue on your mission. And then like I said, like 30 levels later, it's fucking little things like that, and I was just like, no way. Okay, this is.
Interesting.
It's really cool.
Well, I'm looking forward to play.
Heck yeah. I'm looking forward to watching you play and bouncing it off you. But Ratsu, what's up? But what else did I want to talk about?
Well, I know that you wanted to talk a little bit. We brought it up before the show. Touching on the hurricane.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on down there. I do have a couple friends in Florida. Any of my friends that are out there that are watching this, my heart goes out to you. I did text a couple of them right now. So anybody that is watching this that is in Florida, we hope you guys are getting the help you need.
I hope you're getting out of Florida.
Yeah.
Because I like I said to you, so the one that just passed last Monday is Helena, and that one did utter destruction, horrible destruction, to North Carolina. A buddy of mine. Do you remember Zach? He worked with us. Maybe he worked there before. Do you Mary Beth?
I remember Mary.
Mary Beth and Rick.
Rick sounds familiar.
Zach is Rick's younger brother. He lives out in Tennessee. Well, his daughter lives in North Carolina, and with her mother. And he was telling me he went there. He left Tennessee, took some time off to go over there, and he says it's just absolutely ridiculous. Asheville, there's probably thousands of dead. It's literally another Katrina event. it's devastating. They're gonna be dealing with stuff for easily months, if not years, and because a lot of the towns that did get hit, were impoverished. So it's not like they have. I mean, I remember watching one of the reports, and they literally pulled up a map, and like one whole section was literally known for having no home insurance, and it's just an absolute crime that what's happening to these people. And now, this morning, I saw a report of Hurricane Milton, which is going to be ripping right through the center of Florida.
I
It's
think that's the
projected
one I
so
saw on.
if Florida's set like that, it's literally going right across it like that way. God forbid it turns back north and goes into North Carolina, South Carolina again. But yeah, this morning it was updated to a Category 4. So
Yeah.
you're looking at same level of destruction ripping through Florida over the course of like the next 2 days. So I mean, yeah, I would say if you have the ability, get out of the state. Just go hunker down. One of my wife's cousin, she lives down there. She lives in the exact area, and she put out a text message on Facebook today, like, "Guys, stop texting me. I'm leaving." So, yeah. Any of your viewers, God, my heart goes out to you. Please get somewhere safe. Don't try and weather this storm. It's not working out.
Agreed. Definitely stay safe, everybody. And that's pretty much all that we really. I mean, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. We talked about obviously everything that's going on with the shitty weather down there, but also
Raven, where does your dad live? In the Panhandle, or in the center, or? I mean, I hate that air. I don't like it,
yeah.
but
No, I get it. But that was pretty much all I really wanted to touch up on, was the news that's going on in Halo. The people who made that's another thing I was going to bring up. Star Wars Outlaws had a big missed opportunity with they made the main character of the game essentially this female character, which nothing's wrong with a female lead in video games. Like, you look at was it the Last of Us Part 2? I think you mainly play as what's her name from Rose. I don't think the guy is heavily involved in it. Like Lara Croft, a whole bunch of games. Like, it's just you have to have a good game and a good story, and the guy's like, oh, people aren't playing it because it's a woman, and
that's complete bullshit.
Yeah. So, but I think they missed the opportunity where they should have made it where, something in the same realm of Skyrim, like have a character that you can make, whatever gender you want. They want to make it inclusive, make it, have the option to be male, female, non-gender specific, whatever.
Rob said we just said Bayonetta. I think I said Bayonetta the last time. Mm-hmm. When I used to play Dead or Alive, one of my favorite characters was Ayani. I have no problem playing a female character. I have a female army that I don't like painting. No, it has nothing to do with it. It's literally the writing of the character that sucks.
Yeah.
Like
everybody was like, dude, what the fuck is going on with Rey in the sequel trilogy? And people are like, oh, people don't like a female lead. It's like, no, like her character is just like, oh, I bypassed the compressor. I can do this and that, everything perfectly without having any training or this, and it's just like you're too OP. It's like there's nothing at stake.
You're too OP without earning it.
Yeah.
You're too OP for no reason. You're too OP, like, and again, it's like Ahsoka.
Mm-hmm.
I was just talking to Donnie about Ahsoka. There's a perfect female lead. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
granted she's an alien, but reality is she struggled. She fought. She thrived in a fucking war torn era of Star Wars.
Yeah.
She's a great character.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's just it's so funny. It's like I was saying earlier in part of the podcast. Basically, when anybody's like, "Oh, it's the fans," it's no, no, it's shit millennial writing.
Hellblade, that's another good one.
Hellblade, can
I loved Mirror's Edge. I played the heck out of that game.
Portal, one of the greatest games of all time. Portal 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess 2's.
I never played the second one.
Yeah. You guys have a good class. Good.
But yeah, what it all boils down to is just you have to, like, it doesn't matter what or who you put at the forefront of a story as a lead character, as long as it's a well written story, you shouldn't have anything to worry about.
Oh, Hellblade. I'm like, what is the one that's about the Viking princess?
Yeah,
it's Hellblade.
Senua Hellblade.
Yeah,
it's that was cool. I played halfway, I think, through the first one. But yeah, those games are good.
Well, all right. I gotta go help my wife make dinner.
Yeah, do your thing. That's pretty much it. Love you, bud.
Love you. Love everybody for stopping in. I love Russell. He's become one of our regulars. Love Raven always. You're the best.
Control. That's another good one. Good call.
Alien Isolation. That is a alien game that doesn't involve Ripley, but again, a female lead. Yeah. Resident Evil. Yeah. I never loaded up Resident Evil, and as soon as it was like it's a female, I don't want to play this. Like Resident Evil 7, when you get about halfway through the game, and right, don't you switch characters? I believe you switch characters, and it wasn't like, oh, that's it. I'm not going to finish this.
Yeah.
No.
Final Fantasy X-2. You have 3 female leads. That was a fun one. I used to love I think that was the last Final Fantasy I played. But yeah, I'll let you go make your food. Tell everybody I say hi, give them my love, and we'll catch up tomorrow, and we'll talk shop soon. And everybody else, thank you for stopping by. And again, stuff in the description. Check it out. Love you guys. And no, you don't need... Uncle, we got it. But again, prime example. Lots of great games with female leads in them. Worth checking out. But again, thanks everybody, and we appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next time.